What up, players? Welcome back to another video. We're gonna be continuing on the Blazer. So I know this doesn't look like a Blazer, but this is the engine going in the Blazer. So this is a Martin's LS3. I think it's a 2011 out of like a Camaro or something. And we're gonna be doing a bunch of little things to it. Cam swap, VVT delete, the DLD delete, and I think that's it for now at least. So I'm gonna be ripping this thing apart. I got a whole bunch of boxes of stuff that I'm gonna show you guys, parts and everything. We're gonna be doing a stage 2 NA cam kit from BTR, cam and springs. We're doing lifters, push rods, fucking a whole bunch of stuff. So we're gonna be tearing this thing apart, me and Beto right now. We're gonna be starting with the front end, like accessory wise, and then probably rip heads off and we'll go from there. We'll take you guys along the way. But let me just show you a little update on the frame. So here's a Blazer. It's a dually now, if you can see in the back over there. We converted it to a dually. But here's the frame, nice and powder coated. These things already got rusty, but it's been raining. That's powder coated. It's not actually a dually, we just got the two wheels sitting back here. But yeah, everything's nice. The body's sitting on the frame finally. And some of the control arms up here, or I think all of them. So Martin's been kind of busy with the work, so we haven't really had time to mess with putting it back together yet. But me and Beto are off right now on the weekend, and we're gonna be hitting that motor for him so he could make some more progress. Actually, we have all the parts right here in the C10, so you can see here, look, BTR, another BTR in there, a bunch of boxes. So I'm gonna get to taking these out, and I'll take them over there, whatever we need. So we ordered all this stuff on eBay. A lot of people make all these kits. You just gotta really make sure that you're ordering for your specific engine, because even though most of this stuff is interchangeable and kind of the same, there are specific things to certain ones. So this is the case of the VVT delete, I believe. This is part of that. So inside that valley tray or valley tunnel, whatever, we got to be blocking some of the ports where oil can seep through. And so this is a new cover, comes with the gasket and everything. So this kit basically gives you everything you need to do this job that we're going to be doing here. And then this is a separate cam kit. We're going to be putting all this stuff in that little guy over there. All right guys, we got a bunch of the parts off so far. I went to the store to grab the puller to remove the crank pulley, but we got the whole top off, the timing chain covers off, we got the intake off, valve covers, fucking timing chain cover, all this stuff. I'm about to start ripping all this apart right now and keeping everything kind of organized, because I don't know what he's going to be reusing and what he's not. So just wanted to update you guys, and we're getting through it. Oh snap, that gasket's all stuck. Rip that joint, boy. Better put it over here, or not. Number 2, show me number 2. Very good, young man. Put it right here. All right guys, so tore this all down, and obviously all those head bolts are trash now. You're not supposed to reuse those unless you got the ARP specials. But we're gonna clean some things up. I'm gonna start tearing apart the front now and get access to the cam, and we're gonna be swapping out some stuff. Also, he's got a new oil pump coming in, so I kind of need to wait for that to come in the mail so we can swap this out. I'm gonna have to get the oil pan off and take out the tube, pickup tube, and you know, the whole. You guys see the previous fucking owner put, how much is this? 5 fucking gaskets on this shit? I don't know why. So we're gonna keep messing with this thing, guys. Also kind of waiting on parts, so it might slow us down a little bit. Fucking accordion right here. All right guys, so as you saw, we got the heads off, and now I just put out all the lifter trays and the lifters. So this is part of the whole VVT delete. You're swapping out these different style lifters that they use. So I got these new BTR lifters. It comes with some instructions on what you want to do to the new lifters before you actually throw them in. So this is part of the whole like VVT delete. These are some of the old lifters that allow the engine to go into that 4-cylinder mode or whatever, just to be more fuel efficient. And anyways, that's kind of taking away from some power that this motor could actually make. So we're swapping in these regular lifters. These are like the LS7 style. And like I said, the BTR has these instructions that they want you to do to the new lifters before you put them in, just to go over them and check. And then I also got the new lifter tray, so
we should honestly, we probably should.
all right, Will, show us what's going on, man.
All right, guys. Well, I've got the best equipment here. You know, a dirty rag. No, but we got some BTR LS7 lifters. We're just cleaning them up, spraying some brake clean in the oil passages. It's my poor debut, you know what I mean? No, but so yeah, we're just,
if you want to see something similar to that, go ahead and click the link in this bio.
no, we're just cleaning them up, and then we're gonna pre-soak them and put them in the engine, and if they blow up, it's Fred's problem.
No, it's Martin's problem. Well, I was trying to open the beer right now, and it's a twist off. I was trying to pop that shit off. What was that?
That's well, it's not escaping anymore. You took too fucking long, but you see all,
I just seen a
all
bubble.
the air escaping. That's Guero's money right there. You know?
How about how this fool be saying that he be getting in trouble at work for keeping the fucking hose all knotted up, and look at that shit. That shit got like 6 knots over there.
I'm not at work. My boss can't yell at me.
We don't. Our hope to be new proud sponsor. No, that's the same. That's Martin's original sponsor. Yeah, we're still hoping for the sponsor though. This is yours as well. Just so we don't have to do all the new torque converter and all that bullshit. It's just
it's just
stage 2 springs, fucking. We're doing lifters and all this because of the fucking this bullshit. And we're changing to a 3-bolt fucking cam.
Are you gonna change the valve springs?
Yeah. New springs, lifters, push rods, seals. Trays, fucking seals. Hopefully get the heads resurfaced. We should get them resurfaced. And
You'll be alright.
And this big Papa John.
Back up?
Pull one out while one's going in. Fuck. I start camming. Alright.
See, cam bearings? You know what they say about these?
No, we don't know what they say.
What do they say, Will? Best not to look at them.
It's best not to look at them?
Yeah.
That's a good saying. Who says that?
Everybody says it.
Have you ever heard anyone say that before? I've never heard anyone say that shit. I think you're the only one, Will.
If you know, you know.
New proud sponsor.
Yeah, you guys pay for it, so. Sorry.
Straight like that?
Yeah, that's the way I like it.
You're gonna taste that shit on your food later. This is really crazy to say, Will, come lube me up.
Hold the shaft.
Right, that's just not even lubed up yet. Why you just dry stroke? You're dry stroking it
with oil. I'm cleaning the shaft off, brother.
You're cleaning up with an oily rag.
There can be debris, you know.
Degree?
You know.
Degree?
Debris.
That's deodorant is degree.
Fair enough. All right, there you go. You ready?
Don't fucking spill it all over the floor. Put some gloves on, fool. You're gonna. Okay, let me get some gloves. When you're eating later, you're gonna taste that shit, bro. I'm gonna taste that shit. Oh God. You know what they say?
They don't know what he says.
You don't even know what he said.
Have you seen his haircut? He paid for that today. And look at my fucking haircut, you know, like.
Dirty ass fucking gloves too.
From your last prostate exam or what?
Use. You know half of this shit is not going to the Use got 200 miles on it already.
No, you just put it the last like 30 seconds for the real fans.
The real fans gotta subscribe to your new fucking channel. The real fans are you and me watching. It's a little too much there, brother.
Getting a little excited over here.
Go ahead and click the link in the bio for Greaser Thoughts and Alfredo's other collab on another website.
You could have like put some more lubrication on it.
Shut the fuck up, fool.
You know?
Got the cam going in. What up, players? Welcome back to continuing on the Blazer. So I haven't been here for a while, at least when these guys been working on things. So Martin has moved the cross member. Was it more back or forward? We moved the cross member forward. We ended up putting the fenders on. Pretty much that's how we got the center to center of the wheels. Centered the wheel out in the fender well, and then matched this. And we did have to move it a couple inches forward, but everything's on already. Beto and Tin been busting ass on the firewall. He got the plates in already. Just primered up so they didn't rust because it was all like bare metal. Then a little bit more love to it and it'll be all smooth. The last time I remember recording, we were doing the cam swap, VVT delete and all that stuff to the motor. Well, we sent out the head to get resurfaced and resealed and all that. So we got those, and now I got some time, so me and Beto are gonna start putting hands on that again. Nothing? Alright guys, so we got the pistons cleaned up pretty nice. We just been rotating it a bunch and making sure we got as much of the gunk as we can. We just got the gaskets on, head gaskets, and Beto's throwing the heads on. So he's got one. The shop luckily threw all the springs in there for us, so that got that part of the job over with for us. And you can see it has these two dowels. Make sure you got the dowels in just to help you hold the gasket and throw the head on there, make sure everything's lined up good. And then the kit that Martin ordered came with all the stuff from BTR head bolt kit. So we got all these head bolts, and we're gonna just throw them all in, get them a little tight, and get ready to start torquing them. So heads are gonna be locked in finally. Looking nice. All right, players, we just finished torquing up the heads right now. We're gonna throw the push rods in there. These fools are more throwing some oil in there just so it could be nice and oiled up when they go in. Heads look nice. Everything went in smoothly. Everything was clean, so easy install so far. Good or more? All right, players. So we just went in through the rocker arms on. We threw the new push rods in there too. We're not using new rocker arms, so we got the old ones back in, but the push rods are new. We use this Lucas Oil assembly lube for most of the stuff that we've been doing. So everything's pretty much done. We're about to seal it off with the valve covers just for now, just to close everything up. And I didn't really show like the whole torquing and everything because I think we showed how to do that like in one of the videos we did Beto's motor in, or like previous videos. So I didn't really show too much of all this stuff on the heads, but if you go look back on the channel, or YouTube's got a bunch of good videos. So like I said, we're gonna be throwing these on just to close it up, and that should be pausing this for now. We're gonna keep moving forward as far as throwing the accessories and everything back on and getting it all closed up. I'm not sure how he's gonna go about this, if he's painting anything, so we're just gonna close it up for him and leave it nice. All right guys, so that pretty much wraps up this video about Martin's LS3 motor. We got it all covered back up over there. Martin's still gonna be doing a few things. I'm sure you guys saw it during this video, the firewall and everything. They still gotta work on the bottom that we had cut out a while back. So they gotta cover all this back up, and once Martin gets this all nice and painted, I think he'll be throwing the motor in. Once we start getting progress on this again, we'll be able to keep the videos rolling on the Blazer, guys. So thanks for sticking to the end. As always, thanks for the support, and catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.